Hi, this is your general guidance pick a card reading. So go ahead and look at the cards. Ask yourself which one has the message for you that's for your highest good to hear right now. You can choose from 1, 2, or 3. You can even pick more than one card or all 3 cards. And just remember, this is a general reading, so some of the information may be for you and some may not be for you. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. Thanks. Oh, and timestamps are below. Hey, group 1. This is the card you picked. Forgiveness. So because of the glare, I'm just going to start over here with these cards. I love them. They're the Crystal Ally cards. They just have a little bit of a glare. So let's see what messages are for your highest good to hear now. Okay. That flew out and that card is falling out. So we're going to take both. So we've got forgiveness, release, and leadership. Interesting. And we're going to pull a few more cards. We've got the Moonology deck. Let's see what other messages can come through here for group 1. Forgiveness is the main idea of this reading, so everything is going to kind of stem from that. So what else does group 1 need to know about forgiveness? What are their highest good messages? I'm just going to grab a couple cards. The energy is gaining momentum. And one more card. Your dreams need a practical plan. We're going to grab some Moonology manifestation cards. What messages are for group 1's highest good to know? I love those flippers. That's so fun. Trust the universe. Let's grab one more. Step into your power. There's some really good full-on messages going on here. Okay. More glary cards to the other side of the light. We're going to just grab a few of the good tarot. What's for group 1's highest good to know do? Or focus on what's for their highest good to know right now. Just going to grab a couple. 2 of Earth, which is like 2 of Pentacles. One more. Ace of Air. So that's like the Ace of Swords. All right. So I'm just tapping into the energy of group 1 right now. And right off the bat, when these cards were coming out, I was just getting that this forgiveness and release and leadership thing has to do with, it's like either within your family or within some type of a group situation. And I'm picking up on work especially. There has been a lot of heated conversations, debates, yucky energy. Just it feels like a lot of strife and a lot of butting heads, and just like there's no good connections being made, and there's no way to get through because like no one's budging from the either side. And it's okay. Like I don't believe you should give in to stuff just because, you know, it's someone else's belief and they're going to be more comfortable if you come towards them. Like you have the right to have your own, like stand in your own power, which is funny because this card step into your power. I just saw stand in your power in my head. But the forgiveness is about releasing the energy. So I'm going to post a video at the end of this of how to clear energy so you can clear lack of forgiveness. Because it's more than, you know, oh yeah, just let something go. Well, sometimes we've got to do something with the energy to help move that energy out of us, to help us actually release. And this leadership energy I'm getting with the card has to do more with like, I see you taking a leadership position in this group as far as how your demeanor is, but not necessarily having some sit down thing going like, oh, I forgive you. And, you know, like that kind of thing. It's more of an internal thing that you're working on for yourself to calm your nerves, to calm your spirit, releasing that energy, like really getting it out of you. And it's like helps you to carry yourself in a better way. And that's the leadership. It's like it's more of like a subtle shift that people pick up on, where it's like, okay, she's now not, or he is now not going into that frustrating butting heads space. She's just being cool, and that sets the tone, if that makes sense. I think it makes sense. Okay, so we've got the energy is gaining momentum. Your dreams need a practical plan. It's like something is forming here. This situation feels like a catalyst to get you moving in this direction. So within the frustration, think about I'm seeing that there's been these moments of clarity or ideas that have popped up, like, well, I could do this instead. Like if it's a work situation, it kind of feels like, there's little glimpses of ideas popping up. So like, just let those things kind of keep coming into your mind, let them kind of keep forming, let that gain some momentum. And once you get it, I'm seeing that there's like 2 or maybe 3 like really good options. And as far as this like practical plan, I'm just seeing you doing like a little bit on paper as far as like, okay, what does this one idea actually entail? What I'm going to have to do here to make this plan happen. Plan number 2, it's like a little more involved. It feels like there's some education involved. If this is in a family, I'm just getting like, it's having to do between parents and kids, or between partners, whether they're married or not, just, that kind of frustration. So as far as like ideas coming up, just those moments of clarity, let them build, let them kind of come into your mind more, and then look at what is an actual practical thing that you can do to implement one or all of those ideas that are coming up. Okay, so moving on, we've got trust the universe and step into your power. Part of this whole situation is stepping into your power, because you are leading the situation with your energy, and it doesn't have to be some big announcement that you're doing this kind of plan right here. It's just like, okay, this is where I want to take things, and trusting the universe and getting the signs, letting the signs come in, asking for validation signs to come in is what I'm getting. Like, just ask your higher self, ask your guides, your angels, God, Jesus, whoever you tap into the universe, to give you the signs that you are going in the right direction. And even as you're looking at these different options, ask for the signs to show you that, one is kind of shining brighter than the other ones. And as you take the action towards these things, that's how you're stepping into your power. It's like you're still the bottom line of deciding what you're going to do here, even if you get guidance, and we're always being guided, but we don't have to use that, but it's super helpful to have, that extra help, or from our loved ones on the other side. So feels like it's coming down to 2 options here. We got the 2 of Earth, or 2, it would be like the 2 of Pentacles, kind of weighing out the different options. And I'm just feeling like once you get more into your power, you're going to feel and know with clarity. That's what this Ace of Air is representing here, with real clarity, what is the right choice to make in the situation. Okay, I feel like I'm going to pull one last card. Which one do they need for the end? Okay, we're going to pull one more of these shiny ones. Okay. And we've got hope. Oh, I don't know if you can see this. I'm just going to put here. Okay. So whatever this frustration is going to come to a conclusion soon, after you go through this process, where you are going to get in a space of hope again, because that's kind of what it feels like has been lost here. It's like you know, when you're feels like there's no options, you're butting heads, there's nothing moving in a direction that feels right, like it's going to be helpful. It's just a matter of you going through this process to get to the clear answer that's going to work for you, that gets you back into this really hopeful, good space, ready to move forward, ready to start something new, even, is what I'm getting. So I hope this helps you, and make sure if you like this video that you like it and share it, maybe even subscribe. I'm going to have more coming up soon. And look into the, I think right here is where the video is, the next video that I was talking about, that can help you to clear the lack of forgiveness. Okay. Guilt is another form of lack of forgiveness. So in that video, I will teach you how to do that. Okay. Thank you so much. Take care. Okay, group 2, you picked Path of Service. So we're just going to put this here because of the glare. These are the Crystal Ally cards, Crystal Ally Evolution Edition. We're going to pull a few more cards before we get into the reading. Wow, they're really flipping over today. That happened with group 1 too. So we've got Path of Service, Earth, and Garnet, Prosperity. Okay, we're going to pull some Moonology cards for you. What is group 2? Need to hear what's for their highest good, what messages are for their highest good. I'm just going to pull a couple out. Communication is key. Be bold and make the first move. I'm going to pull a few of the Moonology manifestation cards. What's for group 2's highest good to know? What are their messages? Ooh, flippers. Okay, keep your heart open, embrace the flow of life. Okay, just gonna grab a few from the good tarot. What is group 2? What's for their highest good to know? What are their messages for group 2? Thank you. I'm just gonna grab a couple of these. Queen of Fire. That's like Queen of Wands. And King of Water. Interesting. Okay. So the first messages that I'm receiving for you having to do with this Path of Service, Earth, and Prosperity is it's time for you to start doing your real work in the world that will bring you even greater prosperity than whatever you're doing now, whether that's a regular job or just whatever it is. It's time to really get into this. See how there's like this doorway on this card? It's like focusing on your real spiritual path and that service that comes from being on that path, and your gifts also. And once you go through this doorway, it's like that's what brings the prosperity. And the Earth card is here to help you bring this into like a practical form. It's really like we need to have money to live, and things, you know, we like to have things be stable to a certain extent. So it's like really doing some inner kind of work, maybe journaling, some praying, to really get tuned into like, what is it that you're here to do? What is your mission about? Okay. And I'm immediately being drawn to this communication is key card. And I'm feeling that this is talking about your inner communication and your higher self communication, your communication with your spiritual team, whoever is on your spiritual team, or God or universe, whatever you connect to. But I also feel that your path of service has to do with communication in some way. It's like talking to large groups of people is what I'm getting, either through like a YouTube channel like this, or even in front of people. I'm seeing you on a stage, like talking to people. So whether that's something current, or that's something that maybe has to do with this path that you're going on. It could be symbolic also. I'm feeling that it has to do with writing also, because I just got the word book in my head. It's like it could be an ebook, it could be a regular published book that you have inside you that is like wanting to come out now. It's just, it's time to just be bold and make the first move, just like what this card is saying. Like, take an action step towards it, whether that's just brainstorming your ideas, you know, just, I'm seeing also like on Amazon, of course I see these ads all the time for this Audible thing, but it feels like an audiobook. Like there's something that you want to explain, and it feels like it's going to get out there to a lot more people than you just journaling to yourself and understanding, okay, this is my path. It's something bigger than that, it feels like. Okay, keep your heart open. It feels like you are very sensitive, and the thought of putting yourself out there in front of a bunch of people in whatever way that is feels really freaky. So like with the last group, I'm going to link one of my energy healing videos right here. So look in this part of the screen for the where you can tap on it. Maybe go back and watch this again and get to that video to help you clear energy. So we can clear fear, and actually in the video I'm taking you through it with the example of fear. So it feels like when you're freaking out thinking about, oh my gosh, all these people are gonna like see me, or I really want to share something that's deeper, but it's freaking me out because then people are gonna like know this about me or know something more about me. And it's like, we just need to do some releasing here of that energy. I'm getting tingly on my head. This is like a total validation. Do some releasing of that fear energy so that your heart can stay open, so that it's like the heart chakra could get all closed up, you know, and especially when we're freaked out. And then that's like stopping the connection. And this is definitely like a heart connection type of thing that you've got going on. I feel like you know what it is on some level. So some journaling might help. Just ask yourself, you can say, dear higher self, what is it you would have me know and do about my path of service, or, you know, this message that I have to get out there. And then we've got the embrace the flow of life. It feels like, don't let you not knowing what it is yet stop you from, it feels like there's a creative flow that can still happen, and there's some kind of moving forward that can still happen even though you're not quite sure what it is yet. You can still flow with this creativity, and it's going to lead you more and more fine-tuning to what exactly it is. So taking some action steps, journaling, brainstorming, going on a walk, little nature walk, just clearing your head, asking for signs, things like that can help you. And this is what I'm feeling like it's going towards, is Queen of Fire, which is like Queen of Wands, like success. It feels really powerful. It feels like something that you, once you can get through these feelings and fears and things coming up, it's like you are super empowered. And what I'm drawn to on this picture right here is like, again, like it looks like her heart chakra is lit up, but it also looks like she's holding, I don't know what that is. It looks like a candle or something, but it just looks like, and to me symbolically, the message is like, you have your gift that you're holding close to your heart and you're owning it. And that's how she looks to me in this, for this message right now. It's just like, yeah, this is who I am. This is what I'm bringing to the world. This is what I'm bringing that lights up the world. Okay. And then we got King of Water. What does this mean for them? It just, again, feels like there's something really deep and emotional about this whole thing with the message. Like right now, it feels to me like you've been through something really hard, and you want to help people who are going through that also. You want to help them, and that's where this kind of like, I'm feeling this depth is coming from with the King of Water. And it's also like you've made it to the other side. And once you get through this freaked out to share kind of thing and figuring out how you're going to share this, and you get into this really empowered state, it's like you're owning your emotional state also, is what I'm getting. It's like you have made it to the other side, and now you can be a guide for other people. It really feels like something, I'm kind of drawn to this, like, this card is a new moon in Gemini, and it just feels like there's the you that you're becoming and towards this empowerment, and there's the you that you were when you were on the other side of whatever the big drama or obstacles or situation in your life was that made it to where you needed to work to get to the other side of it. Okay. And I'm going to pick one more card for you, kind of like an outcome, final outcome. Illumination. Ooh, that's really cool. Especially with this light we were just talking about here. It feels like the illumination, hopefully the glare is not happening here, but illumination, it's just feeling like you become illuminated with light as you're doing this, and then you're shining that light to other people, and it helps them to light up what's maybe out of balance in them that they can work through, like the way that you've worked through your stuff, so then they can light themselves up and then be the light for other people. That is really, really cool. All right, and if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks again. See you soon. Hi, Group 3. You picked Prosperity. So we're going to grab a few more cards and get into this for you. What are the messages for Group 3? What's for their highest good to know? Having to do with prosperity. Okay, I'm just going to grab a couple of these. Evolution. Ooh, these are slippery cards. These are the Crystal Ally Evolution Edition cards. And messages. Okay, let's see what we got next. We're going to grab some from the Moonology deck. What is Group 3's highest good to know? What is for their highest good to know? Ooh, a flipper. 2 flippers. A fiery climax approaches. A personal issue reaches resolution. Okay. I think I'm starting to understand why I felt like we all needed this rose quartz for the readings. I picked crystals for everybody and I energized them. Rose quartz helps with the heart chakra and love issues. Okay. These are the Moonology manifestation cards, and these all flipped out. Step up and lead. Similar message to Group 1. Be proud of yourself and be humble. And we're going to grab just a couple more cards from the Good Tarot. Colette Baron Reed's deck. Ace of Air. And one more. I'm just going to put, this is such a big deck. Messenger of Fire. Okay, let's see what's going on here for you. I'm going to reorganize these so I can see what's on them. Okay. So prosperity, evolution, and messages. It feels like your prosperity is not in the place you would like it to be right now. It feels like there's kind of a lot going out, not as much coming in. It doesn't feel totally desperate. It just feels like it's just not quite enough to feel really comfortable, confident, extra, all of those kind of things. And it's like you're getting the messages. The messages are showing up for you of how you could improve this. And it's a matter of you going through a bit of an evolution, like a process to like level yourself up. And I'm getting that it's important for you to, when these kind of messages and things start coming through, for you to act on them. Not if it's something crazy like, oh, okay, go jump off a cliff. I'm not talking about stuff like that. I'm talking about like little things like, okay, you could change your energy right now if you went outside in the sun, or you went and took a little walk, or, like little shifts like that that can help to raise your vibration, that gets you out of it. Just feels like you've been in kind of like a stuck sort of down energy about this stuff, and it's important for you to work on yourself in a lot of little ways that are going to add up to really raising your vibration, getting you into a better space of clarity, getting you on a different track, getting you a different momentum going, different kind of set of like actions or things happening that can start. I see this like spiral going up. So it's like, as you do those things, you're getting yourself ready and prepared to take on more and do more so that you can make the changes that you really want. Okay, so we've got a fiery climax approaches and a personal issue reaches resolution. It feels like there's a main character in your life. We'll just call it a character. Could be a partner, could be a coworker, could be anybody, a neighbor, somebody who it feels like is blocking you from being able to do this somehow. And what I'm getting is that it's in your mind. There's no way that this person could stop you from doing what you actually want and need to do for yourself. So this is why it's important for you to go through this process, because it makes you feel stronger and stronger, so that whatever's going on with this person, it could be a small group of people also, but I'm getting mainly that it's a main person in your life, that if and when it does come to this fiery conclusion or climax, is that you already like know yourself so well that they're not going to throw you off track, basically, is what I'm getting. And it will resolve. And it resolves because you are working on yourself. You're going in this new direction. The advice is to be proud of yourself, for like really acknowledge yourself for these steps that you're taking. Acknowledge yourself for getting through whatever this uncomfortable situation is, and being humble as far as like, what does that mean for them? But okay, so this might sound weird, but this is what I'm getting on this being humble. It's like, yes, you know how to do things, and we all do things, but we also have a great force of energy that moves through us in the way of like God and the universe and things like that. And it's kind of like being humble to allow that energy to flow through and help guide us, help us like with the things that we're doing, to help things go more smoothly and things like that. And to acknowledge it. I'm getting like, it's important to acknowledge it, thank it, be grateful that we have this energy available to us. So it's like, you're doing your part. Be proud of yourself for your part, but be humble to know that this great energy can come through you and help you do what you need to do, which is step up and lead yourself into your new situation, which is Ace of Air or Ace of Swords, like a new clarity that is going to help you go in the direction that you really want to be going in, that will guide you towards success in whatever it is. And I'm feeling like it's the beginning of a business here. This Messenger of Fire is like the Page of Wands. It's like a very beginning of something. and it has to do with your own abilities, your own something that you're really good at or that you've been doing, but it's time to like focus on it more. But it feels like this situation needs to be kind of resolved with, so that you feel like you can move on and towards the things that you really want. So this is the beginning of it. We're going to grab one more card for a little final conclusion here. Beginnings, petrified wood. Yeah, this is the situation. You're going through it and you're going to get to your new beginning, and your new beginning has to do with power, success. It feels like career. It feels spiritual. It feels like more in alignment with who you really are. And it feels like this is what I can't even talk right now. This is what really leads you to your full-on prosperity. All right, so I hope this helped you. If you like this type of thing, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next reading. Thank you. Bye.